It's time to get going here in Port Angeles. It is game one today of the opening series between the Port Angeles Lefties and the Victoria Harbourcats today. The Harbourcats 7-8 coming into tonight. The Lefties 4-14, both starting new series. Lefties could not take a game of 3 from the Bellingham Bells in this past series. They're in the second series of the homestand. And tonight on the mound for the Lefties is Devin Hewitt. Hewitt sits near the top of the rankings for strikeouts in the West Coast League so far this season. Through appearances, he's up to 17 strikeouts so far this year.
The second baseman, number 14, David Cron.
We're ready to get going tonight. It is David Cron leading off the top of this Victoria order. Hewitt comes set from the stretch, fires, we're underway. And that one just misses the inside corner. 1-0 to start the night. That one misses as well. It's 2-0 now. Now 2-1. Cron looking to start things off tonight with a base hit for Victoria. Now in a 3-1 count. Hewitt looks to get back in the zone. A check swing there. And a ruling at home plate saying he did go around. No appeal needed to first base. Another check swing, this time an appeal, and he did go. Strike 3, Devin Hewitt adds to the strikeout total. Quickly, one gone here tonight. A 3-2 pitch. It registered inside the strike zone on TrackMan. Got the check swing and a miss. After the appeal, he flipped his bat on the way to first base, but premature celebration. Hewitt gets that fastball up to 92 miles an hour. And there's one away tonight. This Victoria batting lineup tonight. David Cron, who just struck out on the check swing. Then Tristan Burig, who's up now. As that pitch catches the zone. Makes it 1-1. Logan Shepard. Jacob Silva in the cleanup spot. Matt Wesley. Brady Hewitt. Roan Klein, Marcus Nolan, and Dryden Fuoco. That's grounded over to second base. The throw to first is in time to grab the second out of the inning. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first. Lefties gave up a solo home run and a 2-run home run. The 2-run homer. This was all last night, coming after the first batter of the game reached via walk. So a much better start tonight for Port Angeles. The off speed, misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Lined up the middle. That'll drop in for a base hit. So Logan Shepard checks in. Victoria is in the hit column today. And now the cleanup hitter, Jacob Silva.
The catcher, number 20, Jacob Silva.
The Riverhawks were the Harbourcats' last opponent. They actually took 2 of 3 from them. They had a 13-11 loss in the middle of that 3-game series, but took the first and third games 6-2 and 6-3. It improved their record to 7-8. That's the first pitch to Shepard after a pickoff attempt is outside for a ball. That one's in the dirt. The throw down after the shortstop Madanako held his hands up as if telling him not to. He throws it down. There's no play at second. 1-1 after the swing and miss. And a runner in scoring position now for Bellingham. Victoria looks to get on the board early. Slider misses outside, 2-1. Hewitt moves his glove up and down a few times before accepting his sign, fires the fastball 91 miles an hour up and away. Now a 3-1 count. The cleanup hitter, Jacob Silva, looking to get Victoria on the board here in the top of the first. The pitch from Hewitt. Taken down Broadway. Off speed gets in there. 3-2. It'll be a payoff pitch. Shepard will be off. 3-2, 2 outs. Hewitt comes set. Takes a look. And a swing and a miss sets him down. 2 strikeouts in the first inning for Devin Hewitt. And we go to the bottom half. Lefties set the tone. Now look to get on the board. The two-way man, Garrett Patterson, in to kick things off. Bottom of the first inning for Port Angeles after a solid top half, where Devin Hewitt struck out 2. That was just outside to Patterson. 1 ball, no strikes. Patterson both is a right-handed pitcher and is a backstop behind the plate. He's catching tonight. 2-0.
Oh, yeah. I'm going like the
That's fouled away. Makes it 3-1 on Patterson. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Garrett Patterson here. Eric Rico comes set. Kicks and fires, and off speed outside the zone. Fooled Patterson. 1 up, 1 down for Port Angeles. A strikeout for Eric Rico.
University, number 39, Caden Young.
Now Caden Young. That's grounded over to short. And Brady Hewitt throws it away. So now Ethan Wood. Lefties have traffic.
Number 24, Ethan Wood.
Wood with 1 out in the inning. He's shown he's got pop on the season. Caden Young leading off first after reaching via the error on Hewitt at short. This time another chance for Hewitt. He will get under that one and make the grab. Ethan Wood pops out, and there's 2 gone in the inning.
Center fielder from Centralia College, number 11, Sam. Thank you.
First pitch to Matisic is a curveball.
Yeah.
0-1 to Matisic, fouled away. 0-2. Matisic at the plate. 0-2, 2 outs. Caden Young leading off of first base. Eric Rico comes set, searching for his second strikeout. Kicks and deals. That's up high and away. A pump fake to first base from Jacob Silva. But no throw down, no back pick attempt. The count is still 1-2. That's fouled back off the cage. Count remains 1-2. This will be pitch number 5 of the at-bat to Sam Matisic with that open stance. Caden Young leads off first. The way Matisic stands in the box is that's in the dirt. The throw down to second to get Caden Young is not in time. So it's a 2-2 count, and now the Lefties have a runner in scoring position. The way Sam Matisic stands in the box kind of reminds me of Victor Robles of the Seattle Mariners. He's got an open stance, holds the bat out front, almost completely perpendicular to the ground. Matisic awaits. 2-2 count now, runner in scoring position. A base hit could score him. That's up high, ball 3. We'll see another 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Young likely will be off with the pitch. He stays put. It's in the dirt. Ball 4. Matisic and Young on now.
The shortstop from Fordham University, number 37, Madden Occo.
Now it's Madanako. Want to know, Madanako, runners on first and second. Now it's 1-1. I was mistaken before. Young off second base in a 3-2 count with 2 outs. The reason runners steal is because it would be a force out regardless, so it's to get a head start on the pitch. But with no runner behind him, Caden Young stayed put at second base because a walk would not push him to third base regardless of whether or not he stole. So now with a runner behind him, a walk would load the bases. He would be at third regardless, so he would steal. A wave and a miss from Akko makes it 2-2 with 2 outs. And the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. A wave and a miss. Madanako down on strikes. And we go to the top of the second inning. So both teams threaten with a runner in scoring position in the first, but either the Lefties nor the Harbourcats are able to come up with a run. We go to the second, 0-0. The first pitch to Matt Wesley called a strike to kick off the top of the second inning. Devin Hewitt still working on the mound. That one runs up and in, but doesn't quite get Wesley. He gets out of the way. 1-1. That's lined over to the right side. A diving stop by second baseman Wyatt Moeller. And the throw to first in time. A highlight reel play from Moeller. And now it's Brady Hewitt. Brady Hewitt against Devin Hewitt. A wave and a miss. 0-1. Flied over to the right side. Luke Floodstrom over towards the foul line, and he makes the grab on the run. There's two gone here in the top of the second inning.
The left fielder, number 32, Ronald Klein.
That's fouled away, evens out the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and two after the wave and the miss on the breaking ball. One and two, and it comes down and in and gets Ron Klein. Victoria has a runner on.
The center fielder, number 33, Marcus Nolan.
The pitch to Marcus Nolan is in there for a strike. 0-1. Hewitt searching for strikeout number 3 on the day. Gets ahead in this one. That one just misses low. Another breaking ball. Roan Klein gets hit by a pitch. He leads off first. Marcus Nolan searching for a base hit. A fastball right by the barrel of Marcus Nolan. The count is 1-2 now. Hewitt waits for a sign, shakes his head. Comes set and delivers a check swing and appeal down to second. He did not go. A reaction from the lefties' dugout. Initially, they thought he went. It's ruled a ball, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, 2 outs. Hewitt set, kicks, fires, wave, and a miss. And a throw down to first was unnecessary. That's out number 3. Strikeout number 3 for Devin Hewitt on the day. We go to the bottom of the second inning. And the Lefties and Harbourcats tied at none. Bottom of the second inning here. Nathan Huey, the Lefties' number 6 hitter in the lineup, comes in to face Eric Rico. The first pitch to him outside. A curveball misses. It's 1-0. Huey's first at bat on the day. That one misses as well. It's 2-0. Lefties still searching for their first hit, but they had 2 walks last inning. They were threatening. Huey checks his swing. No appeal. It's 3-0. There's a little bit of stretching going on in the Port Angeles Lefties bullpen. A right-hander playing catch. Nobody on the hill out there. It's a 3-1 count to Nathan Huey. The pitch on the way. Strike called on the outside edge. It's 3-2. And now, the payoff pitch from Eric Rico. Swing and a miss. Nathan Huey down on strikes. The second strikeout of the day for Eric Rico. Now Rico and Hewitt are even on the day.
Number 9, Wyatt Moeller.
And that'll bring up the second baseman, Wyatt Moeller, who had the diving stop in the last inning. That's fouled away off towards the grandstands at Civic Field. It's 0-1. Moeller down 0-1. Rico comes set. Winds. They kick the pitch. It's more and more common nowadays to see guys come set still from the windup, but with 1 foot horizontally on the back rubber. Most, as you look back, most older pitchers had the fully facing home plate stance as that slices into right field and is grabbed out there by Tristan Burig for the second out of the inning. But more and more guys nowadays are coming set with their back foot parallel with the rubber, horizontally, as if they were coming from the stretch, but their front foot sometimes facing forward, sometimes facing diagonally, and still a long motion from where their back foot is from the stretch. That way, all it takes is an adjustment to the time it takes to come to the plate when you switch to the stretch with runners on base. It's not a very big adjustment. It's easy to stay. Locked in. 0-2. Eric Rico's pre-pitch stance reminds me of Brian Wu of the Seattle Mariners. Comes set with the glove facing in between home plate and third base. Brings it over his head and comes forward. It's a wave and a miss by Campbell in the dirt. The throw to first in time. And we go to the third inning. 0-0. A scoreless ball game. Good pitching from either side. Eric Rico records his third strikeout of the ball game. And to the third we go. Left-handed Dryden Fuoco coming into the box here to lead off the top of the third inning for the Victoria Harbourcats. Hits from the left side, as that's called a strike on the inner half of the zone. That is chopped into center field, drops out there in front of Matisic, and now Victoria has traffic in the third. That'll bring up the top of the order. David Cron. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out to kick things off against Devin Hewitt. The first pitch, a breaking ball, gets below the strike zone. Almost trouble, but blocked behind the plate by Garrett Patterson. A pickoff move to first. It is close, but not in time. Dryden Fuoco on first after a base hit into center field. Hewitt no look to first, a pitch inside, a fastball. Took a little bit off there. He's been sitting up around the low 90s today, 90 to 92. That one sat at 88, was inside for a ball. He's behind 2-0 to David Cron. A slider off the outside edge, a back pick. It's 2-1. The back pick attempt not in time, but the pitch called a strike, 2-1. That one just misses off the inside edge. It's 3 balls, 1 strike here to the Harbourcats' number 1 hitter, David Cron. Cron at second base tonight. Hewitt comes set from the stretch, fires, and he gets that one across, 3-2. He's been in a couple of 3-1 counts today. He's gone both times to that slider, finds a way to get it in the zone. It is his strike pitch. The 3-2, runner going, pitch in the dirt. The throw down is not in time. It gets into center field, and there will not be a play at third. Madanako goes to retrieve it in center. And after the walk, stolen base and a throw down. There are runners on the corners here for Victoria with only nobody out in the inning. First pitch to Tristan Burig is low, 1-0. Burig also 0 for 1. As Hewitt comes set, looks directly at the plate, doesn't check on the runner at first, and fires the off speed above the zone, 2-0. A quick conversation now between Lefties pitching coach Colby Schubert, on the mound, Devin Hewitt and Garrett Patterson, letting him know that it's okay to settle in here. 2-0 count, he's behind. It's the number 2 hitter in the order. Trying to get one across, maybe roll a ground ball, and sacrifice a run. That, though, Hewitt has been the most efficient pitcher on the Lefties ball club in terms of strikeouts. Was in contention for the strikeout title of the West Coast League. Just a handful of nights ago before he dipped back down below the line of eligibility for the title, which is appearances in games played. Pickoff move not in time. Point being, if Hewitt can record a strikeout here, then a ground ball gets them out of the inning entirely. That will be a slow roller down the first base line, and both Wood and Hewitt went to cover for the ground ball. Nobody was on the bag. The run scores, and there are runners on first and second now,
Designated hitter number 28, Logan Shepard.
with nobody out. Victoria leads 1-0 after an infield single. Hewitt behind 1-0. Victoria threatening. And that's inside a ball, 2-0. David Cron on second base. Tristan Burig on first. Dryden Fuoco scoring on that single. That slider inside. 3 balls and no strikes now. And Hewitt could be in some trouble here. Still nobody on the hill in the bullpen for the Lefties. And that one catches the top of the zone for a strike. From the stretch, looks in, goes to the plate. And the slider gets him right back in the count. It's 3-2 with nobody out. Runners likely will stay put. Hewitt checks back on second base, goes to the plate. Slider hit into the left center field gap. It's dropping out there, and it gets past the left fielder, Caden Young. Matisic picks it up out there, but 1 run will score. Here's the cut throw to the plate. It gets almost by Garrett Patterson. A 2-run double for Logan Shepard with nobody out in the inning. Victoria does damage. It's 3-0.
The catcher, number 20, Jacob Silva.
Jacob Silva in now, the cleanup hitter for Victoria. They hold a 3-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. Lefties now with some action in the bullpen. That's popped up above the plate, but into the net. 1 ball and 1 strike. Silva at the plate trying to score Shepard, and a healthy hack there. Tried to make it 5-0. Instead, the count goes to 1-2. Just off the plate. Called a ball, 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes to Jacob Silva. Shepard on second, pitch in the dirt. Patterson blocks. Shepard stays put, and the count goes full. Ball 4 misses up high. Hewitt walks Silva. And now runners on first and second. Still nobody out. And it'll be Matt Westley. That is flied right center field. Floodstrom goes back on it, makes the grab. And since both of the runners for Victoria were so far off the bags, there will be no tag-up attempt. They thought it was going to drop out there behind Floodstrom. Instead, one out in the inning, and nobody advances. Brady Hewitt in now. Fouls the first pitch back. 0-1. Oh and 1 with one out. Grounded towards the left side. And foul. A ground ball gets Port Angeles Devin Hewitt out of the inning. He looks to roll one here. 0-2 count to Brady Hewitt. Devin Hewitt to Brady Hewitt. Looks at second. And foul tip into Patterson's glove and out of Patterson's glove. The count remains no balls and 2 strikes. That one misses outside. Hewitt searching for strikeout number 3 tonight. And that is popped right back to Hewitt on the mound. Looks like Devin wins the matchup of Hewitt's. There's 2 gone in the inning.
Fielder number 32, Klein.
And Roan Klein in now. Shepard's double was his second hit of the night. He's now 2 for 2. Klein reached base by walk last time. Make that by hit by pitch. And he offers at the slider but holds back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hewitt trying to get out of the inning. Any out will do it. Fastball up high. He takes a little bit off of his fastball, manages to put it where he wants it. Gets a swing from Klein. And gets by his bat. That one at 88. 1-2 count, 2 outs. A runner in scoring position, and another one on first for Victoria. A very open stance here. His front foot behind his back foot for Roan Klein. And strike 3 called. Up and away, right on the corner. That is strikeout number 3 for Devin Hewitt tonight. That'll take us to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The damage has been done. Victoria leads 3-0. Bottom of the third inning here. Port Angeles and Luke Floodstrom kicks things off here after the top half of the third for Victoria was successful. The lefties look to strike back. Floodstrom right-handed. 2 years ago, graduated from local Port Angeles High School. That's up high. Count moves to 2 balls and no strikes. That's outside, ball 2. A wave and a miss from Floodstrom. He took a hack at that one, came up empty. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Anybody's count. Grounded left side. And foul. 2 strikes. Widens up his approach and makes sure to make contact with that one, pull it foul. Checks his bat path, steps in. He's one of those guys that stands awfully close to the plate. His top hands sit directly over the inside edge of the plate. Chops at that one, sends it right back to the mound. And Floodstrom is tagged out by the man on the mound, Eric Rico. 1 out here in the third for the lefties.
The catcher from Eastern Illinois University, number 2, Garrett Patterson.
Now back to the top of the order, and it's Garrett Patterson. Curveball finds the zone in a 1-0 count. The up inside corner. One ball and 2 strikes now to Garrett Patterson. The curveball once again finds the zone. And a wave and a miss at 1 in the dirt. It'll be a throw down to first on the drop, 3rd strike, and it's in time. Patterson down via strikeout. Eric Rico now has 4 on the night.
Fielder from Fordham University, number 39, Caden.
And now Caden Young. That curveball misses up high. Had a lot of break to it, but couldn't quite get it to touch the top of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes here to Caden Young. Lefties still search for their first hit of the evening. The 1-0. That curveball also misses just up high. 2-0 now. Matisic, the only one to reach base. He did it via a walk. Lefties have had 2 base runners tonight. The other man to reach, Madanako, on an error by shortstop, Brady Hewitt. The 2-1 to Young. Just misses up high. It's 3 balls and 1 strike here to Caden Young. That's a wave and a miss. He took a swing on 3-1, which is never frowned upon. Couldn't connect there. And it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. It'll be a payoff pitch here from Eric Rico, searching for strikeout number 5. And he has it. Fastball right down Broadway, closer to the outside edge. It finds the zone. Eric Rico, 5 strikeouts tonight. He's rolling through 3. It's the top of the 4th inning here. And it's Marcus Nolan for the Victoria Harbourcats. As we get going here in the 4th, it's a good time to look at the defensive layout for the Port Angeles Lefties tonight. It's a little bit different than what we've seen in past games. Garrett Patterson behind the plate. It's the standard, what has been the standard infield for the Lefties. Campbell at third, Akko at short, Moeller at second, and Ethan Wood at first. Typically, Carter Enoch or Caden Young has been the catcher. Patterson has gotten a lot of days off recently. He's got the nod tonight behind the plate. Then the outfield, Caden Young and Sam Matisich, but Luke Flutstrom getting a start in right field. The first one, at least at Civic Field this season, with Devin Hewitt on the mound as he works into the 4th inning. This one is waved at and missed. And that is strikeout number 4 for Devin Hewitt today, the first one of the 4th inning. Both pitchers making their way through the strikeout column tonight. Rico leads Hewitt 5-4. The first pitch from Hewitt to Fuoco misses. After Fuoco, it's once again the top of the order. It's 2-0. The pitch on the way. A wave and a miss from Dryden Fuoco. Hewitt working his way back into the count. That is lined into left field, trailing down the line, and it drops foul. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and two. A wave and a miss. It's in the dirt. It is not fouled away. And it is thrown down to first. A strikeout. And that one is number 5 for Devin Hewitt. Ties Rico. And now it's the top of the order, David Cron. It's an interesting play there. It looked like it was fouled away, but it just got away from Patterson, and the batter Fuoco took a second to run to first. That is Sky to Matisic in center field. He takes a few steps back into his right and makes the grab. To the bottom of the fourth we go. Victoria still a 3-0 lead. But that top of the fourth, much more efficient for Hewitt, and records 2 strikeouts. A wave and a miss from Ethan Wood kicks off the bottom half of the fourth inning for PA. It is still Eric Rico on the mound for Victoria. Another wave and miss makes it 0-2. The left-hander awaits. Down in the dirt. Lays that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wood. The 1-2 is grounded away. It's still 1-2. Rico trying to record strikeout number 6. That gets up and off of him, off the front shin. He slips while trying to grab the baseball. He's limping. Very obviously shaken up a little bit there. Conversation between somebody from Victoria. Looks like maybe an assistant coach or a trainer. Comes out there, makes sure he's all right. An infield single for Ethan Wood. I'm Still Standing coming through the stadium loudspeakers. Ethan Wood leading off first base, and here comes Sam Matisic. Want to notice, Sam. It's 1-0. Nobody out. Pitch on the way. Popped. Might be in the net by the plate, but it does land in the net. So new life given to Sam Matisic, a pop-up hit in the air, and it lands in the net above home plate. It's a 1-1 count to Sam Matisic. Ethan Wood leading off of first base here with nobody out. Sam looking to do some damage. A swing and a miss there. Count moves to 1-2. It's 1-2. Matisic waits. Up and away. Count moves to 2-2. Rico in a 2-strike count, searching for strikeout number 6. It's 3-2. It's a full count. The payoff pitch to Matisic is a wave and a miss. He goes down swinging, and there is strikeout number 6 for Eric Rico.
The shortstop from Fordham University, number 37, Madden Ocko.
Madanako in now. Woods infield single, the only hit of the Lefties night. That's in the dirt. Behind the plate for them. Dryden Fuoco on first base. David Cron at second. Brady Hewitt at short. Sharing a last name with Devin Hewitt of the Lefties on the mound tonight. Matt Wesley at third base. Roan Klein in left field. Marcus Nolan in center field. And Tristan Burig in right. Wood fouls that one. Ocko fouls that one away. It's a 2-1 count. Wood leading off of first base. The lefty shortstop awaits from the stretch. Rico fires, and it's in there. 2-2. Two pitch on the way. Fouled away. We'll do it again. Designated hitter Nathan Huey on deck. Eric Rico searching for strikeout number 7 tonight. That fastball touching 90 miles an hour. Still 2-2 to Ocko. Grounded softly left side. And foul. Still 2-2. This will be pitch number 7 of the at-bat. Rico shakes his first sign, shakes his second and third, and his fourth. Takes a look at first after making a decision. Comes to the plate. A changeup right at the top of the zone. Sits down, Madanako looking. A nasty off-speed there. Eric Rico, strikeout number 7. Now Nathan Huey. Now's a good time to look at the Lefties' offensive lineup tonight. It is Wyatt Moeller, Caden Young, Ethan Wood, Sam Matisich in the cleanup spot, similar to last night. And then Madanako, Nathan Huey, Wyatt Moeller, Caleb Campbell in the 8th spot, and Luke Flundstrom batting 9th. A wave and a miss from Huey makes it 1-1. One ball and one strike here to Nathan Huey. Lefties trying not to strand their first hit of the night. Up and in, nearly runs in and gets Huey at 90 miles an hour. That'll wake you up. It's 2-1 here with 2 outs. The on-deck hitter, Wyatt Moeller, standing way off of where the batter's box typically is. As that misses, it's 3-1. The Lefties' batter's box over by the dugout. Moeller standing nearly in the corner here. The 3-1 to Nathan Huey. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. And the count moves to 3-2. It's a full count pitch here to Nathan Huey. Wood going with the pitch. There he goes. And a ground ball over to the right side. It'll be a race to the bag, but the first baseman wins it. Dryden Fuoco records the 3rd out of the inning. Victoria leads 3-0. We go to the 5th. Devin Hewitt still towing the mound for Port Angeles, and leading off the top of the 5th inning for Victoria is Tristan Burek. Burek 1 for 2. Beat out an infield single last time up, and that gave him an RBI. That's flied left side towards the parking lot. That might hit a car. 0-2. To the left-hander. Just down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and two. Line drive into center field, dropping in front of Matisic, a base hit for Tristan Burig. Hit relatively well off the bat, got a good piece of it. And now Logan Shepherd. Oh and 1. And that one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Burig's base hit into center field leaves him on first base. Hewitt would love to draw a ground ball here. Pickoff attempt to first is not in time. And a wave and a miss makes that one 1 and 2. Runner on the go, pitch in the dirt, throw looks to be in time, and it is. Hewitt doesn't need to roll a ground ball to get the out. So now a 2 and 2 count. The pitch missed low to Shepherd. The 2-2. Misses just up high. Three balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, a foul ball. Keeps the count full. It's 3 and 2 with 1 out still. Base is empty. Another foul ball. This will be pitch number 8 of the at-bat. Shepherd posting a battle here. Ball 4 called just below the zone. The runner on first is replaced by Logan Shepherd. Now Jacob Silva. Play it right off. Another pickoff move unsuccessful. Over to first base. Count is 0-1 on Jacob Silva, the cleanup hitter. He's 0 for 1 tonight, reached with a walk. Now it's 1-1 to him. After the walk, the double play still very plausible. Hewitt looking for a ground ball. That misses up high, 2-1. Another pickoff move over to first base. Back in standing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. After the foul ball. It's still 2-2, and now it's 3-2. Ball misses outside to the cleanup hitting catcher. 1 out. Matt Wesley on deck. He's 0 for 2 so far today. Silva 0 for 1. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. The throw down to second is into center field. No, it's blocked. By the shortstop, Matanako, coming over to grab it. But a strikeout there for Devin Hewitt. He's got 6 on the night. A quick conversation between pitching coach Colby Schubert and Devin Hewitt on the mound. It is rare that the lefties let starting pitchers go this far into the ballgame. Usually they only last about 3 innings. That slider misses inside. 1-0. His 100th pitch of the night fouled away, makes it 1 ball, 1 strike. Usually Port Angeles and Donald Bray trying to limit pitch counts. Hewitt going strong. This will be 101. Lined right field, down the line, trailing. It's going to drop fair. So 1 run will score. And a 2-out double makes it 4-0. So Schubert comes out. And that'll do it for Devin Hewitt. His 101st pitch of the night was smacked into right field for an RBI double. Victoria has a 4-0 lead. We'll come back after the pitching change. It's Brady Hewitt in now. Runners on first and second for Diego Garcia out of the bullpen. His first appearance on the year for Port Angeles. Working from the stretch. He's ahead 0-1, the pitch. A ground ball over to Ethan Wood. Collects. It'll be a foot race to the bag, and Wood wins it. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Garcia comes in and gets his job done. Lefties trail 4-0. And Wyatt Moeller in the 7th spot in the order looks to get things started offensively for them tonight. They've got one hit. It came via an infield single off of the pitcher Eric Rico's shin. Is since been replaced. This is now Easton Reimers out of the bullpen for Victoria. His first pitch finds the zone, 0-1. Reimers set again. And again, Reimer's one of those guys that comes set even from the stretch with his back foot parallel to the rubber. Another one of those guys that it's easy to make the switch to the stretch for. At the end of the day, it all comes down to preference, whether you think you can generate more velocity from the windup or the stretch. Or whether you care about convenience pitching with runners on. That one can't find the zone. It's 1-2. Moeller grounds one right back at the mound, and Reimers snags it full extension with his body and makes the grab. Tosses it to first for the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Caleb Campbell.
College, number 30, Caleb Campbell.
Campbell takes the first pitch below the zone for a ball. That's popped up towards the right side. And quickly, the play made out there by Tristan Buring. It hung in the air for a little bit, but he got there in time.
College, number 10, Luke Bloodstrom.
Now it's Luke Floodstrom. Floodstrom 0 for 1 tonight. That one misses, ball 1. We're just over halfway through this contest. Victoria the upper hand. 4-0. Fouled away by Floodstrom. Gabe Baranasiri all the way in a dead sprint from the Port Angeles dugout to grab that foul ball. Garrett Patterson not in the on-deck circle. The lefties choosing tonight not to use it. Oh, at least a couple of them. 2 balls and 1 strike. That is cracked. Left center field, back, and he watches it. It's gone. Luke Floodstrom from Port Angeles High School goes over the left field fence. It's 4-1. Port Angeles gets a little bit closer. That's the kind of home run you can tell has gone off the bat. The perfect sound, as any baseball player would love to hear it. Floodstrom leaves the yard, and Port Angeles is within 3. Now it's back over to the top of the order, Garrett Patterson.
From Eastern Illinois University, number 2, Garrett Patterson.
First pitch to Patterson, fouled back into the glove of Jacob Silva. 0-1. That is popped softly to right field, trailing in and calling it off out there is the right fielder Tristan Burig, but makes the grab for the third out. Luke Floodstrom, the highlight of the inning. A solo home run out to left field. And Port Angeles now trails back within 4-1, 3-run difference. Top of the 6th inning here. It's still Diego Garcia working out of the bullpen for PA. A check swing from David Cron. It's the top of the order for Victoria. 1-0. That is chopped through the right side. A base hit into right field. Floodstrom cuts it off. And a base hit to lead things off in the 6th for David Cron.
The center fielder number 33, Marcus Nolan.
One ball, one strike after the pitch from Garcia. Leadoff hitter David Cron leading off first base. It is Tristan Burig. Excuse me, it is Ron Klein leading off at first base. Marcus Nolan at the plate now, the right-hander. Two balls and two strikes. Marcus Nolan awaits. With Klein leading off first base. Popped right side and foul. Out of play. The at-bat will continue. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one gets in the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Nobody out. For Marcus Nolan. Ron Klein on deck. This will be pitch number 7 of the at-bat. Runner going. Wave and a miss. Throw down to second from Patterson. And it's an attempt at a pick over there by Wyatt Moeller. It skips into center field past the glove of the shortstop, Matanaka, who tries to back it up. So the runner gets a free base on the throw, and now it's Dryden Fuco.
The first baseman number 9, Dryden Fuco.
Fuco 1 for 2 tonight. This is his third at bat. That is grounded over to Akko. He will go over to first the long way. 1 run will score. And it's 5-1 Victoria. Base is empty. And it's David Cron at the top of the order. First pitch from Garcia misses inside, 1-0. The deficit for the Lefties grows back to 4. They cut it back to 3 after Floodstrom's solo homer. Count is 2-0. It is grounded over to short. Akko fields, throws on the run, but it's not going to be in time. Ethan Wood can't pick it after it bounces in the dirt. Runner stays put. So an infield single.
The right fielder, number 15, Tristan Bury.
Victoria cashes in with their 8th hit of the night. And a runner on third here with 2 outs in the 6th. Strike in there, 0-1. The 0-1. Down in the dirt. Garrett Patterson collects. He will pump fake a throw, but not go to second base. The count is 1-1. And now a pop fly over to third. Campbell under it. Makes the grab. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, but Victoria expands their lead back out to 4 before we do it. Fouled back. Caden Young kicks off the bottom of the 6th inning. Off the back cage. Young down 0-1. Eastern Rhymers on the mound still for Bellingham. Victoria, excuse me. After a 3-game series, you get into the habit of saying one team city repeatedly. This is the Victoria Harbourcats. Strike 2 called at the bottom of the zone. 1 and 2 to Caden Young. And that's down and in the dirt. 2-2. 2-2. Nobody out. Leading off, Caden Young. It is grounded foul down the third baseline, and we will do it again. This will be pitch number 6 of the at-bat. Reimers, the 2-2, curveball, strike 3 called at the bottom of the zone.
The first baseman from Wright State University.
Now it'll be Ethan Wood, who's got one of the 2 lefties hits of the night. It was Wood who laced one off of the pitcher on the mound, right off his front shin for the lefty's first hit of the night, and Luke Floodstrom over the left center field fence for the second hit of the night. Pitch on the way, line left field. There's base hit number 2 for Ethan Wood. Wood is now 2 for 3 tonight. And the lefties have traffic here in the bottom of the 6th.
College, number 11, Sam Stitch.
Matisic in now. That pitch low and away, a ball. 1-0. Wave and a miss from Sam. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Ethan Wood leading off of first base. It's the bottom of the 6th. Still a lot of ball game to play, but the lefties would love to start chipping away here. Matisic takes the 1-1 down low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Matisic 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. He was the lefty's first base runner all the way back in the first inning. Reimers comes set. Wood leading off at first. He takes a look at him, but fires, and it's a curveball in the zone for strike 2. A lot of movement on that curveball. To the glove side. Matisic takes that one at the bottom of the zone. Strike 3 called. And another strikeout for Easton Reimers.
The shortstop from Fordham University, number 37, Madden Akko.
Now Madden Akko. Two strikeouts for Reimers here, both in this inning. First pitch to Akko is taken at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Wood takes a lead off of first. Checks on him. Goes to the plate, is fouled away, 0-2. Akko looking to strike out the side here. Akko at the plate. Excuse me. Reimers looking to strike out the side. Akko would be the man trying to avoid such fate. It is grounded over to third. It is Matt Wesley over to first base in time for the third out. So he does retire the side, not via all strikeouts. And we go to the 7th inning. Victoria leads by 4. 5-1 Victoria leads. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Diego Garcia still out there on the mound. He's got 1 strikeout up to this point. Through an inning and a third pitched. The 1-1 is outside. Garcia falls behind 2-1. Logan Shepard looks to stay ahead in the count here. That's flied center field. Matisic calls it off. He is then called off by the second baseman Wyatt Moeller, and it drops out of his glove. Touches the ground. It's an error on the second baseman, E4, as it goes in the scorebook.
And catcher number 20.
And now a runner on at first base, Logan Shepard. The first pitch to Jacob Silva, the cleanup hitter, is in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Garcia comes set. Fires that one outside. Evens up the count. Lefties pitching staff currently on damage control for the evening. They're down by 4, looking to not let the lead expand any further. Wind blowing softly out to left field. A wave and a miss there. Makes it 1-2. One and two. Up and in, a back pick attempt to throw, not in time. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. To the left-handed hitting Jacob Silva. Garcia, a long wait, then fires, pops softly out to right center field. Matisic calls it and makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Now, obviously, the main objective for lefties pitching and Diego Garcia
Number 16, Matt Weston.
is to roll a ground ball and the double play. First pitch to Matt Wesley is called a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike here. Up and in. Called a ball. Closer to the zone than Wesley made it look. Jumped away from the plate when it was just barely a baseball outside the zone, at least according to TrackMan. The 1-1 is, on the contrary, way outside, 2-1. Two and 1. Down and away. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Wesley. And usually on 3-1, if it's anywhere close, you take the bat off your shoulders. Here it is. Wave and a miss. He does just that. Just below the zone. 3-2 now. Three and two. One out. Garcia looking to roll a ground ball or get the strikeout. Here's the pitch on the way. Up and in, ball 4. First and second now with one out.
This shortstop, number 11, Brady Hewitt.
A little bit of action now getting going in the Lefties bullpen. Patterson and Garcia having a little chat up on the mound.
Please comes running for the Victoria Harbourcats. Cade Davis.
Now Cade Davis pinch running for Victoria on second base. Brady Hewitt at the plate. First pitch to him in a strike. 0-1. One out here in the inning. Still the ideal objective for Garcia is get Hewitt to roll one on the ground. As he looks at second base and a check swing comes in. Appeal down, didn't go. 1-1. The 1-1 and off speed at the bottom corner of the zone couldn't have been placed in a better spot. 1-2 after a wave and miss. One and two, one out. Garcia looking to either get the strikeout or roll a double play ball. Swinging a pop fly, shallow center field, called off by Akko. He will get under it and make the grab. 2 gone in the inning. Soft contact generated by Garcia. There's action in the bullpen for the Lefties, but Schubert stays put in the dugout. Garcia will be left in to handle this. First and second, 2 outs now, and Roan Klein at the plate. The pitch on the way. Thinks about offering, stays back, 1-0. Grounded right side, foul, 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, and grounded over to Ethan Wood. He snags it on the run. It's a flip over to Garcia on first base. The lefties escape. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning after a nice play by Ethan Wood. Bottom of the 7th inning, Nathan Huey in to lead things off for Port Angeles. A curveball from Easton Reimers. Looked a bit off. He shook his arm after he threw it. Tapped his chest, signaling my bad to the catcher. Might have crossed his guy up behind the plate. A wave and a miss from Huey. Threw the right pitch there. Change up down and away, and a wave and miss makes it 1-1. That one misses, 2-1. That one misses as well. Huey had 3-1. Lefty's still technically one swing away from tying this game. You don't see very many grand slams hit in the West Coast League. But it's a 4-run difference. That is slapped to the right side. Huey in a foot race to first. And a nice play over there at first base by Dryden Fuoco for the first out of the inning.
St. Mary's University, number 9, Wyatt Mueller.
Grounded over to third. Wyatt Moeller quickly retired. 1 pitch, 1 out. And now there's 2 gone in the 7th.
the third baseman from Centralia College, number 30, Caleb Campbell.
Lefties have 3 hits tonight. 2 of them from Ethan Wood, 1 of them from Luke Floodstrom, who is on deck, had that solo homer. Aaron remains the only Lefties tick in the run column. 0-1 after the strike taken. Wave and a miss from Floodstrom. 0-2 now. Grounded foul. Count remains 0-2 on Caleb Campbell. It's Floodstrom on deck, and then the top of the order for Port Angeles. Reimer's still sitting at 2 strikeouts. Looks for number 3 right here. Campbell fouls it away, stays alive. Lefties would love a 2-out rally here. At least get one of those runs back, make this game a safe situation again. Rounded over to third, goes foul. Still 0-2 to Campbell. That one in the dirt. That was the fifth straight 0-2 pitch. There were 4 straight 0-2 foul balls prior to that. Line into center field. 97 miles an hour off the bat. A smack from Caleb Campbell into center field, and a 2-out rally here for the Port Angeles Lefties. They've got a runner on. The 4th hit of the night for Port Angeles. And the man responsible for the only Lefties run of the night now, Luke Floodstrom. He had the solo home run back in the 5th inning. Would love a base hit here. First pitch curveball right down Broadway for a strike. A sign of respect from a pitcher to not throw him a first pitch fastball. In the dirt, 1-1. Hits softly back to the mound. Reimers fields and makes the flip over to first. So we go to the 8th inning. Victoria leads 5-1. We are running out of outs here at Civic Field tonight. It's the top of the 8th inning, and it's Diego Garcia facing Marcus Nolan. First pitch into Nolan is a strike. Nolan 0 for 3 tonight. A wave and a miss makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes to Marcus Nolan. Cade Davis remains in the game, at least until further notice. He was a pinch runner. That is strike 3 swinging, and Diego Garcia picks up strikeout number 2 of the evening.
The first baseman, number 9, Dryden Fuego.
Now it's Dryden Fuoco, and then the top of the order, David Cron. Sun continuing to come down here in Port Angeles. A lot better pace in this ball game. A lot of runs scored in all of the games in that Bellingham series. Game 1, there were 9 combined runs. Game 2, there were 17 combined runs. Game 3, 19 combined runs. And now we are before 9 o'clock in the 8th inning of baseball here tonight, making great time as opposed to all 3 games from the last series in Bellingham. One and 2 after the wave and miss. That one just missed low. 2 and 2. Three and 2. That is grounded over to second. Wyatt Moeller flips in time to Ethan Wood. 2 gone in the inning.
Second baseman, number 4.
That is popped left center field. It's got charge in it. And Matisic is back near the wall, and he reaches up and makes the grab for the 3rd out of the inning. To the bottom of the 8th we go. Port Angeles, 4 runs to climb back at. It's Garrett Patterson in, waves and misses at the first pitch for a strike to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning for Port Angeles. They've got 4 runs to climb back from. It's Wes Lynch on deck. He would be pinch hitting for Caden Young should he come into the game. One and one. And that's called a strike at the bottom of the zone. 1 and 2. Pitch on the way from the windup to Garrett Patterson. Fouled away. It is Houston Tomlinson out of the bullpen for Victoria. And you wonder if maybe their pitching coach preaches something with having your back foot set with the rubber, because all 3 of the Victoria pitchers today have windups and stretch motions from the parallel to the rubber position. Tomlinson set. Comes set. And fires up and in. 3 and 2. Full count here. Nobody out in the inning. Lefties need to find any way to get on base here with nobody out. 3-2. Grounded foul. Full count here. Garrett Patterson at the plate. In his crouch stance, the payoff pitch is fouled away. We will do it again. This will be pitch number 9 of the at-bat. Tomlinson gets his fastball up to 95 miles an hour. That's fouled away. I wanted 94. Still a 3-2. Another payoff pitch. This number 10 of the at-bat. And ball 4 inside. Garrett Patterson draws a walk, and the Lefties have traffic to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. A very good situation. Now, Wes Lynch.
Your attention, please. Now batting for your
a pinch hitter tonight.
Lefties, number 35, Wes Lynch.
Bottom of the 8th inning. Time running out for the Port Angeles Lefties. A big opportunity here with a runner on and nobody out. In the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch fastball at 90 comes inside. 1-0. Pickoff move, not in time. As small ball coaches preach, you got to find any way to get on base here. Keep the line moving for the next guy. Down by 4. You cannot be the hero right now. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch down and away. And the lefties a chance to put a runner in scoring position with 2 on and nobody out. Victoria has bullpen action here. A right-hander up and moving around. 92 miles an hour on that last fastball. The pitch. Inside edge for a strike. 3-1. Another pickoff attempt. No good. A wave and a miss from Wes Lynch. He just tried to take that one over the lefty's sign in left field. Now 3-2. He's looking for either a walk or a knock here. The payoff. Patterson on first. It's fouled away. He stays alive. Continues eating the pitch count of Houston Tomlinson. This will be pitch number 7 of the at-bat. He's looking for anything on the ground, Tomlinson. Lynch looking for anything but. Pitch on the way. Skied. Shallow right center field. A chance to drop, but a sliding grab out there by the right fielder, Tristan Burig. A highlight reel level play. And it kills the first out of the inning now. Ethan Wood. Wood watches the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Ethan Wood looking to put a dent in this lead. Waves and misses. 0-2. Also looking to keep the line moving, just like Wes Lynch. Only one out in the inning. Lefties still very much have a chance to utilize the leadoff walk. Tommy Markey on deck, another left-hander. And a wave and a miss from Ethan Wood. Down he goes on strikes, and it'll be Markey now pinch hitting for the center fielder, Sam Matisich.
Your attention, please. Now batting for your Porting Angeles Lefties, number 3, Tommy Markey.
A pickoff attempt on Patterson. Not in time. Oh, 0-1 after the foul ball. Markey looking to keep the 8th inning alive. Foul ball back into the cage. 0-2. Two outs in the inning. Tomlinson Shakes off his first sign. Gets his second one. Doesn't look at first. Goes right to the plate. Markey over to short. Grabbed over there by Hewitt. And a toss to first in time. We go to the ninth inning. Victoria gives up the dreaded leadoff walk, but bounces back and cannot come up Port Angeles with a run. Tristan Burig facing Casey Jolkowski out of the bullpen for the Port Angeles Lefties here. In the top of the ninth inning, Jolkowski kicks things off with an off speed. Down and away for a ball. Jolkowski comes out of something close to a 3/4 arm slot. Not quite sidearm, not quite over the top. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 laced into left field, dropping out there in front of Wes Lynch, who's Tommy Markey, who's come in to play left.
Your attention, please. Now batting for the Victoria Harbourcats, number 12, Cade Davis.
So, likely Wes Lynch came in to play center. Markey in left. Cade Davis in now. He pinch hit for Caden Young. Or pinch ran for he pinch ran for Logan Shepard, who is the designated hitter. Cade Davis is in as the designated hitter. Left-handed. It's an 0-1 count. Oh, and 2. Jolkowski finds the inside edge with a breaking ball. Poked to left field. Markey settles under it. One gone. Jacob Silva in now. Matt Wesley on deck. Oh and 1 after the first pitch off speed. Jolkowski kicks and fires. Grounded. Over to Moeller. He will go the short way to first base. Or I suppose the short way would have been to second. He will go the long way. There's a runner on second now after the fielder's choice. Jolkowski 1 out away from getting the lefties out of this. And into the bottom half of the ninth where they look to rally back from a 4-run deficit to Victoria. That is line to right field. Floodstrom on the run, makes the grab. And the lefties now into rally time when we come back. Matanako in. Lefties now down to their final 3 outs tonight. Facing out of the bullpen for Victoria, Hudson Lance. As the first pitch to Akko is fouled away. 0-1. Lance, a right-hander. Akko, a right-hander. Pitch on the way. Grounded over to short. And it's Hewitt on to first for the first out of the inning. Now Nathan Huey.
The designated hitter, number 34, Nathan Huey.
Huey up. Left on right matchup. Has the advantage. 1-0. Huey 0 for 3 tonight. Along with Moeller. Akko now 0 for 4. And everybody after him until the top of the order has a hit. If they can get there, the trend looks good for them tonight. Huey waves and misses at the 0-1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the inning. Lance from the windup kicks and deals. Huey over to second base. Cron over to first. And 2 gone in the inning.
Wow. The second baseman from St. Mary's.
Lefties down to their final out tonight. It is Wyatt Moeller,
Wyatt Moeller.
who's without a hit tonight. 0 for 3. But a hit here would keep the ball game alive for Caleb Campbell and Luke Floodstrom, who are both in the hit column for Port Angeles. First pitch curveball misses up high, 1-0. That is skied left center field. But right to Marcus Nolan, and that'll do it for tonight. Victoria, a 5-1 victory over the Port Angeles Lefties in Game 1 of this 3-game set. They come through into Port Angeles, and they have a good inning. They take a 5-0 lead, or they take a 4-1 lead. It was 4-0. Luke Floodstrom hit a solo shot, made it 4-1, and they just tacked 1 more on. That was enough. They coasted to a victory from there. That'll do it for tonight. The starting pitchers combine for a total of 13 strikeouts through their innings pitched, and the bullpens also performed pretty well tonight. Port Angeles only 1 run, and it came on that solo home run from Luke Floodstrom out to left center field. So for tonight, until we see you tomorrow for Game 2 of this series, I am Mason McLean with the rest of the Port Angeles Lefties press box. We wish you a good night.